On behalf of all the single people, all of them, all over the world, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, I have friends of every age. Can I just say this about dating during a pandemic, dating during COVID-19, dating during coronavirus? Two words. Good Lord. Oh, good Lord. Guess that was more than two words. It was intended to be repetitive, but I hope you feel my pain. Woo, this is crazy. Look, this is Dr. Mo Anderson. I love my life. I've been single for a minute. I was married 17 years. I've been divorced a long time. I do my thing. I enjoy my week because I know when the weekends come, I'm having fun. If I want to have a date, I have a date. It's no problem. It happens. It comes to pass. And it might be a group thing with friends hanging out, or it might be me one on one with whoever slid into my DMs. I don't mean whoever, but you know what I'm saying. Somebody I met at Whole Foods or Central Market or on Match or whatever. My boys just think it's so comical. My dating life. And let me just say from jump here that I'm not good at picking dates. I just suck at it. But I enjoy the process. I enjoy going out. I enjoy the energy. I love good conversation and hearing something new from a new person in a fun place. All of that. That's gone. It's gone. It's gone. There's nowhere to go. The outside is closed. Outside is closed. They tried to open it back up. I didn't fall for it because they didn't say anything about a cure or vaccine. They just opened outside back up. I was like, oh no, I'm not going out there. And when I have to go to some things, but oh yeah, I am a mask wearer. Dr. Mo Anderson is wearing a mask, triple layered with a little carbon filter in between the layers. I can barely breathe on a hot day, but that's okay. I may smother, but I'm not getting COVID. Not because I didn't have a mask on. Trust and believe. But listen, dating. I have friends really in every generation. I call them my BFF under 20, my BFF under 30, my BFF under 40, because I mean, you just get different perspectives, different ideas, their spirit, their ambition, their energy, their wisdom. I love that. And I have married and single friends from their 20s to their 80s. And being single right now and trying to date is crazy. It is crazy. It's hard enough just trying to meet people, when things were regular, like before February 2020. But now with a mask on, and I am really into body language. I'm a dentist, for goodness sake. There are 43 facial muscles. I know every one of them, and they are an important part of the way that we express ourselves to the world. And it is the worst thing in the world trying to figure out if somebody's flirting with you and they have a mask on, right? I mean, you can tell they're a guy. And, like for me, maybe on the other side, because like my dimples and my smile, that's my thing. My eyes they work, but they're just okay. That's not my thing, right? But I can throw that megawatt smile on you, and it's a stunner if you so inclined for my type. But now I don't even have that, and the whole smile with your eyes thing. That's not me. I don't do that. So, and then I'm looking at this guy, and you don't have that long because I'm not the club type anymore. So there are just microseconds that you have to assess the situation, right? Okay, he's coming toward you at Market Street, Kroger, or whatever. You check out the hand on the car. You don't see a ring. Well, that might not mean anything. A lot of guys don't wear a ring for whatever reason, but it's a clue. It's a clue, right? To figure out the mystery of, this guy, I'm kind of feeling him. I could be. And so there's no ring. then the next thing is usually I go to the face, right? So you're looking for a smile, a little twinkle in the eye, a glance that lasts just a fraction too long. That's flirting, right? And like you're not trying to get killed. So now the guy's looking at you, but you don't see the rest of the face. So you don't know, is he staring? Is something going on with his eye? Is he blinded by the light? Is that a twitch? Is he blinking, winking? I don't know what's going on. I can't breathe. Anyway, my mask is moving up my nose or moving down. I'm trying to adjust that, and that microsecond is over. We're trying to avoid close contact, and another thing is like when you meet somebody, and you can just say hello, harmless. Hello, you don't know if wifey's coming around the corner in a minute or whatever. You're just saying hi. And but now it's all muffled. There's something to be said for the tone and the quality of the voice, the enunciation, the projection. I like a certain type of voice, a deep voice. I don't like that. What's that boxer's name? Bit the dude's ear. Mike Tyson. I don't like that high range of voice, and I'm not really the Barry White DJ. Y'all might not know who Barry White is. Who has a real heavy voice? I don't know. Somebody. Oh, the guy who does the. Is it State Farm? Well, anyway, the dude who does the commercial for the auto insurance. So, somewhere in between there is my voice range that I like, and I like smiles and nice teeth. I like a grill. So now all I have is the upper third of someone's face and a ring finger that it may or may not mean anything, and that's just pretty much all I got to go on. And I don't even know what your voice sounds like because these masks can mess everything up. I miss smiles. I really just miss smiles in general when I'm out getting gas, signing for a package, whatever little thing I have to do. The elbow tap and the Wakanda hug to yourself and all of that. Who knew how much energy and spirit and love and hope and friendship is exchanged in a hug? Just a hug with your friends or someone you just met. I'm in the South too. I come from a family that's very affectionate, touchy feely, and I haven't been able to just hug people. It's so hard to break that tendency. So you have to slide into the DMs or go to the video apps. I'm just keeping it real. That's how you meet people now when you are totally confined to your home other than work and essential exploration into the world. And you can meet people that normally would lead to coffee or dinner or something. Now it goes to a video date, or if they're real old school, a phone call. And again, that's okay for a while, but how long can you do that before you need to meet a person? Because that's the only way you know if they can make your EKG, your heart go da dum dum da dum dum da dum dum, or if it's just gonna be flatlined. I mean, there's just something about everybody can be perfect on paper. You can be perfect on Zoom or Instagram video or Facebook video or Skype or Google Meet or wherever, but that connection, that magnetic energy, it's hard to figure that out without meeting in person. Netflix, I'm sick of virtual happy hour, virtual dinner, virtual game night, the little rooms, breakout rooms. I don't want to do that. I'm tired of that. I want to be in the company of human beings without a mask on, without worrying about, am I going to be sick in 14 days? you know, as women, we have to be worried about, we always want to make sure a friend, a family member knows who we're with, where we're going, so on and so forth. And now you're talking about meeting somebody in a mask. You're not even sure that's the person you've been video chatting with. You got a mask on for that meeting, and man, it's crazy out here. So, you know, if you got somebody and it's feeling a little gray, a little shaky right now, I'm just gonna tell you, hang on in there. Hang on in there. Just do your thing, because if you take them out of pandemic, that's what single people are feeling right now. Panic. Panic. Just panic. They won't admit it, but I've been honest with you this whole coronavirus period. I was honest with you about my feelings about George Floyd and systemic racism. I brought you Chief Bowman talking about implicit bias. We've even talked about going back to the dentist post COVID. Baby come back. Just I put it all out there on the line, as I've done for my entire career since I was columnist for the Star Telegram. But right now, I'm just telling you, this the magic is gone. The magic is gone. And so there will be people who say, well, you've entered the Love is Blind era. I don't know if you guys have seen that program, but people talk through a wall. They don't really know each other, and they have to decide who they're going to get engaged to. It's really, really good series. But at the same time, all of those people were really gorgeous, and they didn't have masks on. In fact, they had microphones, even though they were talking through a wall. So it's not quite the same. You knew that whoever you ended up with was hot, right? You knew they were, even though you couldn't see them because someone had selected them to be intelligent and good communicators and hot. And we might need to try for that show. Now that I think about it, that's yeah. Note to self: contact Love is Blind producers. But so here's the way it goes. You make it through all the filters of online dating, and you meet someone, and you're talking, you're laughing, the evening's going on. So the big decision becomes, is it time to go maskless? Can we take our mask off? That's that's where we are now. That's the big question. There were so many other big questions in the past, but that's the big question now, because as I said earlier, taking that mask off is now a life and death decision with this brand new person. And if you do take it off, you don't really want to go through all of that again. So it better mean something. This better be the right one. And I've read some research and stuff that said people are making better decisions, putting a little more of the brain thought process into it, the big brain, and getting past the lust and the noise and the emotion that the world imposes on us, from television and songs that we listen to on the radio and books that like my romance novels, that might lead us to think that there is a perfect person out there who will carry all of our baggage and not have any of their own. And we know it's not quite like that, but there is, I believe, I'm a hopeless romantic and eternal optimist. I do believe that there is someone for everyone. But I think one of the key factors that we overlooked is that you have to be ready. And not just they have to be the right person, but that you have to be ready for the right person. And I'm not someone who believes that there's just one magical person for everyone. There are billions of people in the world, and I believe we can, if we put ourselves out there, get multiple opportunities to meet one of those few right people who are a good match for us. And I just hope through all of this social distancing that we don't lose the drive, lose the hope that that's, still possible, and that it's going to happen. I've done a lot of social distance activities, biking, walking, sitting on the patio, just trying to, get through this time. Lots of projects, lots of podcasts, lots of writing, trying to be productive because I'm not coming out of all of this time, this months of time, and not have produced something, not have become a better person, not have helped someone virtually if I cannot physically. That's my nature. Let's figure this out and move along. But this is a challenge. It is exciting, it's scary, it's lonely sometimes, but I'm going to encourage my fellow singles to believe that we, us, that us, we can do this, and we can build bridges, virtually build bridges, and then cross them with that hope, with that optimism, with that communication that is necessary during a time like this. And maybe, just maybe, it will be our time. Who knows? This time of isolation and distance and thinking and overthinking may just be the trick to get it done. I tell you what, I am really not going to be quite as picky about little habits and stuff like I have been in the past, because I certainly have a keen sense of focus on what's important, what matters, what I really need in a partner. Don't you? Aren't you feeling that some of the things that you thought were a big deal, like chewing loudly, one of my little pet peeves, or not writing things down on a list and asking me the same questions over and over. Terribly annoying, but I think I can put up with it now. Trust and believe that if this thing, we got to get through this thing. I feel horrible about, I'm kind of doing some little tongue in cheek stuff here because I've been kind of dark and serious with my recent podcast. I think they were important and viable, but I just wanted to lighten it up a little bit and continue talking about something that's real in my life, that's real in millions of lives. And I don't believe you have to be married to be whole, to fulfill your destiny as a woman, as a man. I don't believe that, but I do think we all crave relationship, crave a significant other, a partner, somebody who gives a damn how our day went. And I've, shared this before, what the doctor said, what happened at work, that continuous communication that you may get with the best friend, but a lot of us desire with our partner, with our significant other. So, having said that, let me know what's going on with you. How are you dating? How are you getting through this pandemic and the singleness panic of the pandemic? Like, oh boy, did I get this bad boy wrong? Should I have made some different decisions? Should I have said yes when I said no? Um, who knows? But don't look back with regrets, and like me, don't feel like you are a bad person or getting some punishment that you deserve. This is just another leg on our journey and fulfilling our potential and being our best self. And at the end of the day, like I said, come out of this learning something about the world, learning something about yourself, learning something about the issues that present themselves right now, whether it's the healthcare system in America or globally, whether it's relationships, whether it's society, and how we get along with people of other genders and other races, or the challenges faced by people who are not like us. There's so many great opportunities. Just, I did some hot yoga on online the other day. Well, it was yoga, and I didn't have my air on, and it was like 100 degrees in here, so it was hot. I don't know if it was intended to be hot, but I had a window up and it was cool, and then it got hot later in the day. That tends to happen in Texas. I don't know what I was thinking, but that was interesting. I thought I should have been doing yoga, listening to more podcasts. I've always been a voracious reader, but there's so many other things that I'm discovering that I enjoy, like dating. I enjoy dating. Yeah. Okay. So let me know what's up with you, singles. Hit me up. Let's stay together. Let's tough this out, and it's gonna get better. I'm Dr. Mo Anderson. I always have a good time with you. That's for sure. Tune in next week for another episode of Perpetual Motion with Dr. Mo Anderson. Subscribe, like, click. You know what to do. Thank you.